Hangouts versus other messaging apps. How you guys doing? My name's Rob, and we're gonna talk about it. Man, it's so hot today. Good thing to have a styrofoam cup with ice and water. Stay hydrated. Summer, it's hot, people. And with how you guys doing? My name is Rob. Welcome to my channel, and this is another episode of Rob's Rants. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm gonna do one, and it has to do with Hangouts versus other messaging apps. Well, just other apps in general. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I get asked, why do I use Hangouts? I get asked this question because I do tell a lot of people on this channel that if you have any issues, any problems, any questions about things, the best way to reach me is through Hangouts because I do respond. There are people who know this firsthand because I've chatted with them on Hangouts. Now, the thing is that people always wonder why Hangouts. You know, there's different messaging apps you could use. I know there is. I know everyone flows through the Now application. I mean, right now Glide is an upcoming app, and it's because it's, you know, video messaging, and I make fun of it. Well, I make fun of people who are downloading it, you know, from a couple of people that I know, only because of the fact that they relied so much on text messaging, and they would text like full long conversations, and what could possibly take them 5 minutes to say face to face or on the phone in a phone call, they spend an hour typing it all out and having an all-out conversation. And so now they make Glide, and Glide you can basically, you know, leave a video message for your friend, and it's video text messaging, what some people call it. I just call it video messaging because you're not really texting, you're talking. And that, you know, I just make fun of it, and it's like everyone wants to be on things like that, like Kick Messenger. Everyone was on that. I was on that. The thing that I found out though is just like you overload your phone with so many different applications because you sign up for them, and eventually you run out of storage. That's inevitable, people. You only have so much storage. Now, the way I look at things is the Android community is huge. I don't look at it and be like, okay, this person says they have an Android, so I'm thinking they have the M8 or the Nexus 5 or maybe the Galaxy S5. I don't look at it like that because the Android community is so much bigger than that. The Android community can be anywhere from flagship devices to low-tier devices, and it just depends on the person who is purchasing the device. Not everybody wants to spend $1,000 on a phone, and quite frankly, you will never see me spend $1,000 on a phone. I don't see a reason to when I can spend that $1,000 on a vacation to Vegas or going down to freaking Disneyland, and just I'd blow $1,000 there on my kids and my family rather than on one phone. Granted, these flagship devices are great to have. I'm not gonna knock them. They're wonderful to have. I have friends who have flagship devices and their phones are just magnificent. The thing is that those phones will go down in price sometime in the future, and then, you know, I won't feel like that I'm choosing between a car versus a phone, because on any given day I would pick a brand new, not a brand new car, but just a good decent car versus buying a flagship device. So not everyone has one, and when you don't have the flagship devices, you don't have the highest standards in storage and RAM and everything else. Okay, you're gonna have some really good features on your phone depending on your manufacturer, but you won't have like the huge amount of storage and the huge amount of RAM to basically run those apps. So, of course, when you're unlimited storage, why would you want to overload your phone with a buttload of applications? That just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then, of course, comes to the biggest one that I see a lot of people tell me that they're so confused with Hangouts. Hangouts confuses them. They just can't get it. They don't understand it. And that's where I have the blank draw face, like, what? Like, you can't figure it out that right there where your messaging is at, right to the left of it, there's an icon, and if it says SMS, then the recipient that you are going to type a message to is going to receive it as a text message. If it has a green bubble, it means that it is a Google Plus chat message. And it's strange that people cannot distinguish between the two and cannot figure out. Yes, before, people used to complain, well, I would see two names on the same line, you know, like where you get a list of all your current open chat sessions, and then you would see like John Doe and then John Doe. One of the lists for John Doe was, you know, chat messaging, and the other one was text messaging. Well, Google basically corrected that, you know, mind-boggling experience by now having it down there at the bottom next to your message window where you type in all your text, and it tells you if you can switch it between SMS or messaging, like chat messaging. So now you won't see two of the same recipients on your list of open chats or messages. But even then, that confuses people, and that's like, how does it confuse you guys? It's a simple thing of knowing and reading and knowing, and that's just the basic tool you need to run through Google Hangouts is reading and knowing. And if you know how to use a messaging application, a chat application, a text, video chat, then you can pretty much function through Google Hangouts, because there's not much of a big difference. On the very top where it has a camcorder icon, obviously means video chat. At the bottom, you can input your messaging, and to the left of it, it gives you the option, if you have the person in your contact, their Google Plus, you know, profile, and on that profile it has their mobile phone number, you can decide between the two whether you text or you chat the person, just depending on what you choose. And if you are chatting with the person through the messaging, your posts will be highlighted in green. And the reason why they'll be highlighted in green is to let you know that you are in a chat session. You are not text messaging the person, so they're not receiving SMS messages to their device. That is a no-brainer. And of course, you know, it's pretty tough for a lot of people out there who go and get, you know, custom ROMs done or whatever, and their MMS is not working, and they just totally refuse to use Hangouts. So now they're stuck with the dilemma of actually having to get their MSL code, get into their device, change the APN settings manually, because you can simply easily do that from Google Hangouts. You go into your settings, go to SMS, scroll down to SMS settings, and right there at the bottom, access point names, and you can basically phone call. You can actually set your APN settings. So, my thing is, and I'm going to close this out in my little rant, why have thousands of apps on your device, have your device run super sluggish if you don't have enough room, and just have a bad experience with Android, when you can simply just have one app that runs just about everything you're going to do with it? I mean, it makes sense, right, guys? If you guys agree with me, go ahead and tell me in the comment section. If you don't agree with me, please tell me why in the comment section. I would love to read that. And then again, thanks for tuning in to Rob's Rants. This is my rant on Hangouts versus other messaging apps. And yeah, I would really love to hear you guys' thoughts about Hangouts and about different messaging apps out there. Go ahead, feel free to promote any messaging apps you know about that you like for other people to check out, because, you know, everyone has their own opinions. This is mine, and opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. So I'm going to close this out. Thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful week.